All right, let's talk about a simple, maybe even ridiculously powerful way to turn your AI coding assistant, Claude, into a real expert on your specific project. We're going to move way beyond that generic advice and get assistance that is perfectly tailored every single time.
You know that feeling, right? We've all been there. You ask Claude for a hand with something, and what you get back is this super generic code snippet. It completely ignores your project structure, your team's coding style, the specific libraries you're using. It's like it has total amnesia about the chat you just had 5 minutes ago. So frustrating.
But what if there was a way to fix that? A single, really elegant solution that could transform your AI from this forgetful generalist into a focused specialist. One that has a perfect memory for your code base. Well, that solution, it's just a simple Markdown file. Seriously. Think of it like the ultimate cheat sheet you'd give a new human teammate on their very first day. And it's called CLAUDE.md. So what exactly is it? Okay, the Claude.md file is basically a set of project-specific instructions. And here's the kicker. Claude reads this file every single time you interact with it. It's like a persistent memory, or a briefing document that gives the AI all the crucial context it needs to understand your project, not just any old project out there. And yeah, that's the goal here. The whole point is to get relevant, context-aware help that is tailored specifically to what your project needs. And let me be clear, this isn't just some minor tweak. It's a fundamental upgrade to the quality of help you're going to get. It's a game changer. Okay, that sounds great, right? So what exactly do we put in this magic file? Let's dive into the blueprint and see what kind of info really turns a good AI into a great one. So you can really think of this as the blueprint for your AI's brain on this project. You're going to want to detail your tech stack, specify your coding conventions, and outline those key architecture decisions. And that means not just what, but why. Tell it why you picked a certain database or why you're sticking to a specific design pattern. You're essentially giving it a guided tour of your project's DNA. All right, so knowing what to put in there is half the battle. But now let's get into the masterclass, the real pro tips for crafting a CLAUDE.md file that makes your AI assistant truly, truly intelligent. Let's break these down because they're super important. First up, keep it concise. Remember, Claude reads this on every single request, so you want it to be brief but packed with info. Next, update as you go. Your project evolves, right? So this file has to evolve with it. This next one is critical. Document project quirks. Come on, every project has them. Document those weird, non-standard things. And finally, specify files to avoid. This is huge. It creates a safety net so it doesn't mess with your critical config files. Okay, theory is great and all, but let's actually see what this looks like in practice. Here's a look at how you could structure a CLUDE.md file for a real-world project. And here we go. See? It's just simple Markdown, nothing fancy. You'd have a heading for your tech stack, and you'd list out, Python 3.9, Fast API, whatever you're using. Then under coding standards, you just note that you follow PEP 8. And for key patterns, you could specify that the project uses, say, the repository pattern for data access. It's so clean, so simple, and it just gives the AI an instant map of your entire project. I mean, the difference is just night and day. Before, you're getting these generic, context-unaware responses that just don't fit. It's a puzzle with the wrong pieces. But after, with a good Claude.md file, the AI gives you that perfect missing piece. The assistance is tailored, it's context-aware, and it just fits your project's needs perfectly. And really, that's the big takeaway here. You are actively transforming your AI. It stops being this generic tool that you have to constantly correct and babysit. Instead, it becomes a specialist, a true teammate that already knows the rules of your project before you even ask. So that leaves us with one final question for you. Think about it. Every project has its own unique personality, its own little oddities and quirks, right? So what's the very first project quirk you're going to go teach Claude?